the perfect day for a heartshot stream. I think this should be interesting, and I wonder what the over-under is going to be on at what point I forget we're doing a heartshot stream and just randomly attempt to double lung shot. What are you talking about down there? Huh? Ugh, we got a puppy that just wants to celebrate Valentine's Day and tell everyone how much she appreciates them. Quit chewing on my armrest. Goodness, needy pupper indeed. We took her outside, ran her around, thought maybe she'd be tired. No, she is full of energy. Oh, look at that. It's a pretty thick elk. So what I want to do, or what I want to attempt to do, is make a heart shot on every species on SRP at least once. And I think turkey might actually be the most difficult. We'll kind of see how things go. We got a puppy indeed. If you check out the Discord, there are pics of her all over the place, just about daily. I post pictures of Shadow in different settings, mostly outside, running around like an absolute goober. Alright, you gotta stop chewing on the armrest. Back to the toys. She got all kinds of new toys yesterday, but yet, not enough. What's going on, Bottom Boy? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm in class, I'll try to help Moz, but no guarantee, no worries, dude. School comes first. Alright, we're gonna have to try to cut these off if we want like a realistic heart shot. I know, you can't be up here. You'll chew on stuff. Maybe if I bring her up here with a toy, I don't know. Any tips on the great one? I'm grinding for one. I'm probably the wrong person to ask considering I don't have one either, but considering you're talking about the great one, or assuming you're talking about the great one red deer, just basically choose a map, whichever one you like grinding on the most, and essentially shoot every stag you see until he shows up. That's been my strategy thus far. 4,200-ish stags in, and he has yet to show. So, like I said, maybe I'm not the best person to ask, but that worked for me for the whitetail. Dog squeaker ASMR. Is it her or the toy though? Because it could be either one. Eventually we'll get this shot. You should do a hunt with the new guns in early access on wild pigs and boars. That would actually kind of be a realistic setting. Can we get that bigger male to step back out wherever he was at? I think he's going to. Happy Valentine's Day, West. What's going on, Grayson? What's your coolest diamond? There's been a lot of cool ones. The super rare, the most recent one, the 5-ball diamond fox would definitely be high on the list. Let's see if we can just get him to stand still. I'd love for him to face us a little more, but maybe. Hey! Alright, 1 for 1. I wanted to put a counter. Whoop, alright, it's going prone, it's fine. I wanted to put a counter on stream today, but it just would have been too much of a pain. I could have done it in the chat, but then, like, if multiple mods try to increase the counter, then it would just be off, and I just figured we'll try to get, like, one of every species at least. On which chat on Discord do I post puppy photos? There's a chat called Look at My Pets. That's for everybody, by the way, to post photos, not just me. Alright, heart shot on Rocky Mountain Elk, 1 for 1. Hey. What you crying down there? Got an albino side-striped jackal? Nice! I haven't shot a rare jackal in a while. I have quite a few of them. I was going through the Hall of Shame, and I placed a bunch of random... You find a squeaker toy, huh? A bunch of random, tiny albino jackal, but it's been forever. Alright, I hear a mountain lion. You gonna chew on that one? You gonna do that all stream? Probably. So cute and fast. She's, 12 weeks old yesterday, actually. And it blows my mind how fast and, like, agile she is. She'll jump from couch to couch. I mean, she's just a little insane doggo, as I'm sure you can hear right now. I'm sure that's not annoying. Can you pick a different toy? You want to pick a different toy? One that doesn't squeak? Or just chew that one by the other end where there's no squeaker? Is a mellow fallow rare, of course? Oi. Quit that. Just got a COVID test. Hopefully that went well. What caliber do you hope the new AR is going to be? We've been talking about that a good bit on stream. 6.5 or 308 would seem to make the most sense to me. What breed is your dog? She is a blue heeler mix. Part blue heeler, part mountain goat, and part crazy. If you watch one of the things that I posted in the Discord, you'll see the mountain goat part. Oi, stop. I must shoot you. wherever you're going. Gonna be interesting going for turkey heart shot. So I've got the 22H polymer tips. I think that's gonna give us the best odds at least. We'll see if that ends up being true. All right, attentive. Come on, stop. Stopped in the trees. Perfect. That's what I wanted. What's up, Elias? Did you watch Super Bowl? I did. We actually had my whole family over. Actually, we had a pretty cool little, call it a mishap with getting pizza. I just got pizza for everybody, and they messed up one of them. Like, it was literally the way that I did it, like, so it was obviously Kyla and myself, my dad, my mom, and then my sister, her boyfriend, my brother, his girlfriend. So basically everybody got half a pizza, like whatever toppings they wanted. And they just, for my mom's half, she said she'd pick off whatever toppings, but I just got her a half with nothing on it. And they put stuff on it, and they were like, okay, we messed this one up. Do you still want it? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we had extra pizza. It was a good time. I enjoyed the game. I picked the Rams to win. I thought they probably would. And I also wanted Stafford to get a win. Thought I'd give up on this thing. It's a mythical. Is it really worth it? Let's maybe try to get a mule deer instead. Danny, thanks for the super chat. Go ahead and get the Super Bowl talk going. I kind of was on the topic already, so I guess I'll continue there. The one thing that was unfortunate was the fact that, like, we would have had a 4th and goal for the Rams around, like, what, the 8? If not for what you might call a phantom holding call on, was it Zach Wilson or something like that, the Bengals linebacker. But, you know, was it Boyd or Higgins? I think Higgins got away with a pretty bad offensive pass interference earlier in the game. Like, it kind of evened out, but when it's in the final 2 minutes, it hits different. Like, the impact is bigger. I guess that wasn't a hard shot. It went down quick. I'm assuming you wanted the Bengals to win? No, sir. I mean, I'm a Steeler fan. Like, I'm required to root against the Bengals. I'm here to eat my L. I can't remember what was supposed to happen, to be completely honest with you. Marcus, thank you for the super chat. Don't know if that alert's just taking its time. There it is. Perfect timing for a chill Flinter stream while having COVID and a high fever. Just what I needed. Man, I hope you feel better soon. Love from Sweden. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Hope you get better. That's no joke for sure. Where did we miss this? Just in front of it. It's weird. When I was grinding mule deer at some point, and quite honestly, I don't remember why. I guess for just a diamond, I kept on hitting heart shots without trying it. And of course, now I try heart shot and don't get it. I play the Hunter Classic. Is it worth getting Call of the Wild? That question almost never comes up. It's almost always the other way around. Why'd I choose the Steelers over the Eagles? They're way closer. I'm on the west side of PA. Anyway, when I first got started in Call of the Wild, because I started in Classic, I didn't understand a lot about the way Call of the Wild worked, and quite frankly, I didn't like it. I made like 15 videos on it, being like, I don't know that I even like this game, but like I bought it, people want to see it, it's popular right now, I guess I was doing missions, like I was just kind of doing a playthrough of the story mode, essentially. Or, you know, story mode, air quotes. And then eventually I kind of understood, like, diamonds and stuff, and I ended up liking it. I think if you enjoy Classic for what it is, and you enjoy that more simulation-style hunting, you might not like Call of the Wild as much. It's a little faster paced, it's just kind of... Arcadey is a word that's often associated with Call of the Wild. I think it is reasonably fitting. If it comes up on sale, I mean, the graphics are great. It's obviously getting new content all the time. I would give it a shot, but if you're not into the faster style of gameplay, it might not be the best game for you. Hey, JW, thanks for the bits. Or the bits. The super chat. Next Twitch stream I got you. I swear I read Twitch and that threw me off. Oh, yes, I remember now. I appreciate you, dude. What's up, Joe? Mail's in here. What's going on? I'm in the eastern part of PA. Nice. I live in Pittsburgh, but I despise the Steelers because I'm from... Which one's MA? Is that Maryland? That's MD. MA, Massachusetts. You're a Patriots fan, right? Did I get it? I think I got it. What's going on, Ethan? It's like going to Valhalla for hunting. What's that, Call of the Wild? What part of PA do you live in? Like West Central PA, so... west side of the state, as far as like north to south goes, kind of in the middle. When are you gonna start the Red Deer grind again? I've been on it. Was it? I forget. 2 videos ago, we just did a Red Deer run in Shadow Piebald level 6. Yeah, yesterday's video was the turkey. Saturday's video was the Piebald. Got a 279 moose today. If I know the score correctly, that should be one of my favorite racks. I have like the big brow tines in the front. Yeah, Edgy. Can we just boot some Patriot fans? I'm sure there's fans of all teams in here. I'm from West Virginia. I don't like any team in the AFC North. So who are you a fan of if you're in West Virginia? Because I know Bottom Boy's in West Virginia. He's a Cowboys fan. Which, quite honestly, that makes sense because West Virginia doesn't have a team. I'm curious who, like, New England might kind of make sense. They're reasonably close. The Rams D-line eventually took over. I said, and there were some adjustments by the Rams to give that D-line better matchups, but I said, like, halfway through the third quarter, I was like, oh man, the Bengals' offensive line is cracking. Like, this isn't good. Was Burrow only sacked 7 times? Because I thought there were 2 more after they put up that stat, but I was listening to some commentary today on the game, and they said 7. How am I just not going to find... Oh, there should be mountain lions over here. Sometimes I remember how to play this game. Do you know when exactly the stream is tomorrow? There's no stream tomorrow. Wednesday, though, there'll be one at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for the super chat, Tyler. Love watching your videos. Thank you, dude. Greatly appreciate that. I like the Ravens. That makes sense. Kind of close-ish in a way. It's interesting, you know, for me at least, I think if you don't have a football team like in your state, there's kind of 2 different ways that it goes. Either you're like if it was in the last, anything other than like the last 2 years when you became a football fan, it's like you're a Patriots fan because they were winning everything, so everybody just became a Pats fan. Or, another mule deer up here. Or you're like a fan of the closest team. It's always interesting to me to see like how that goes. Or one of the closer teams. Did you get the mission brown bear on Medved? Yeah, so actually, funny enough, I wanted to do that mission sometime in 2018, and it was actually broken. It was, in a hilarious way, it was broken. You could go to Medved, you could do the whole thing, you'd go into the cave, and you'd get, like, a lynx warning call, and it'd be like, what? It's supposed to be a bear. Why is there a lynx warning calling over here? And you'd go in, and there's a lynx, or a musty call. You go in, it's a legendary musty, like, weird stuff. Eventually, I got a brown bear warning call, and I was like, okay, I got it, it worked. Go in there, common legendary brown bear, and I was just not going to shoot that when I knew what it was supposed to be. So eventually, it was with the release of Rahunga Savannah, the fix for that mission came along, and I think I did that video maybe the day of the update or the day after. It's sometime September-ish 2018. That's actually an opportunity we're not going to get a ton of. Good thing I'm not loaded. It would be real unfortunate to have a bullet ready for such a chance. Alright, 2 for 3. I'm going to try to keep track. I mean, the stream for the gun reveal? Oh. Kyla, do you know? 12 p.m. Eastern? I don't usually pay a whole lot of attention. I mean, that time of day is when I'm working, whether it's editing or recording, so I don't usually get to watch them. I like the Chiefs MPA. I think that'll be a good team to be a fan of for the next 15 years or so. What's the highest scoring deer you've gotten in real life? Actually, so I just shot the buck, my biggest one, in December, and I green scored him, gross score at 180 and 6/8. I'm going to have him officially scored now. That'll be the net score on Thursday. I gotta drive like 2 hours and 45 minutes, but I think it'll be worth it. Like, the closer guy is booked till like May. I was like, man, I could lose significant overall score there if I wait that long, so I'm gonna drive forever to go get it scored. It should make PA books. 140 typical or 160 non-typical. It's, when I scored it, the net scores were, oh, bunch of over there. I had 170 net non-typical and about 153 net typical, so in theory it should make either one. It'll just depend on what he scores and how that works, but I think he should be scored as a non-typical. I wanted the Rams to win the Super Bowl, indeed. Yeah, I've generally enjoyed, like, I don't know, good quarterback play for my entire football watching life has been something I've really enjoyed. So when you get those Packers-Lions matchups and Stafford would throw for a bunch of yards, or the years where he had Calvin Johnson, and just like, I don't know, I always enjoyed watching Stafford. He never really had a chance to win anything being on the Lions, so when he got that chance in LA, I was hoping he might get a ring. That's my main reasoning, and of course, like I said earlier, being a Steeler fan, I believe I'm obligated to root against any other AFC North teams in the Super Bowl, but I wouldn't have been upset if the Bengals won. Like when the Ravens won in 2012, that was a little bit annoying. Like I don't know, you don't want to see your rival team win a Super Bowl. I just can't dislike Joe Burrow or Zach Taylor. Like none of those guys, the Bengals of like 2015 with the Vontaze Perfect and the Pac-Man Jones and those guys that just, you know, dirty hits and whatnot. I just, there's no way I could ever root for them, but I don't exactly root against the Bengals in the same way I would have those 2015 Bengals. Nice, Snaky. You said you have a level 3 light brown on your map. Are you going to kill it? I don't know. I really don't. Maybe if I can heartshot it today, otherwise I'll just leave it and like it'll despawn. It just doesn't seem... It doesn't seem like it should be that common. You see light browns everywhere. I don't even have a scope on this gun. So I don't know where the heart is on a turkey necessarily, but we're gonna attempt and see what we can do. Man, it was a lot nicer when he was facing us. I want to do that again. You feathered fluff. Maybe not. Kenny Pickett, Elias? I don't follow college, so I don't know how good he is. I got to see his highlights, that fake slide thing that he did. I think he could be good. I also think he's going to be gone by pick 20 or whatever it is in the draft. It'll be intriguing. Alright. Whenever you want to actually act like you're alert. Oh yeah, face away, that's what I wanted. So I've got the polymer tips in the 22H. In theory, that should allow more opportunities at a heart shot, but I don't know if this particular gobbler is ever going to allow a hard shot chance. Maybe here. Well, that ain't a hard shot because he ain't dead. I don't know where the heart is, but I'm gonna find out. 2 for 4 now, by the way. Can we, maybe we can get a black bear hard shot? Oh, good. I didn't want my gun or anything. Oh, boy. Ooh, did we do that? That would be a pretty cool one. Did you do a European mount or a shoulder mount? So, oh, there's the mountain I've been looking for. I've got the rack right now to go get scored on Thursday. It's going to be a shoulder mount, though. The hide is probably at the tannery right now. I took it to a taxidermist, you know, back in December. So we shall see. Hard shot indeed on that. All right, 3 for 5. We're still above 50%. Tucker, thank you for the super chat. Happy Valentine's Day. Are rare mountain lions over spawning? I play my own map, and grays and albino females are all over mountain lakes and North Center Lake. I believe grays are spawning more commonly now than they used to. As for albinos, I'm not aware of them spawning more. Maybe? Blue bobcats are rare now, are they? See, it's so interesting. Like, I almost wish they just would have told us exactly what they did. I know they never come out and say, like, hey, this is a rare, this is an uncommon, this is, you know, whatever in between, but it's starting to get to the point where it almost would be just nice to know. Like, even if the community was allowed to make the determination, let's say, because we know that some rares are more common than other rares. Albino, I don't know, axis deer show up more commonly than, like, albino Rocky Mountain elk, let's say. So, like, what if they just said, alright, when the spawn rate's 1 in 500, do you guys consider that rare or uncommon? And, like, we could just make the determination as a community. Oh boy, I don't know that the 22H is going to do a darn thing here. Too low. We'd want to aim right at the base of the beard, basically, a little lower. Front on, but there's no way. The 22LR might do better. We'll try that on the next one. We'll grab the 22LR before we head off. We're still going to look for a mountain lion, maybe down here. Oh, actually, here should work. Should be a good area. Oliver, thank you for the super chat as well. Can you please go in your Red Deer map so I can see all your tents? I'm just getting started and like your map, so please just go in so I can see, so I can screenshot and take my money. Just because you super chatted, I'll do that. I'd feel bad if I didn't go do that. Let me grab the 22 so I don't forget. Super quick, we'll jump on Quattro. How hilarious would it be if we spawn in a great one's just standing there? That would be a twist. Alright, got the 22. I don't know. I think it might do better. If we have to, you know, I'll shoot a turkey with like the 243 or something just to have a hard shot, but for the moment I'll show you my Tenson Quattro. What's up, Anna? Black brown springbuck are almost common now. Yeah, and it's in the same category as the light brown turkey for me. Like, you can't have something with that coloration that is common. Like, it just doesn't look right. If a light brown turkey was a more common color, spawning common, that's fine. It's not the name, it's the actual coloration and the fact that they look like they should be a rare. Hope you had time to screenshot that worst case scenario, back up the stream a little bit. Did I see a Johnny in here? What's going on, Johnny? Am I married? Not yet. Do you have any advice for a diamond fallow deer grind? So Kyla actually made a guide. Kyla made a map, and if you follow the directions, X marks the spot to the diamond fallow. Kyla made a guide when she was with me back in July, and you can see that guide on my channel. You can just search like Flinter fallow guide or something. And honestly, she made that guide, and basically she did like all the recording and the voiceover and stuff, and then I went back to record some B-roll to put some fallow deer like in the video and stuff. And I shot a huge diamond while doing that. And I was like, well, if this guide doesn't work, how many gifted subs for a wedding invite? It's a secret number, you have to guess.
Not 12.
Not 12. Is it just me, or are dusky black bears spawning so much now? So dusky, black, and dark are all just common variations. They're all, I believe, they're the same spawn rate. Ooh, I think we're 4 for 6. I think we got that. 12 it is. I said not 12. The light brown turkeys just look rare? Exactly. Well, I don't hunt Merriam turkeys, I hunt Eastern turkeys, but when you see a fully white turkey, like, that's not a thing that happens all the time, and I don't think Merriams are a turkey species that are like that. We had one that was mostly white. I think 2 or 3 years ago, we were getting on trail camera, and I'm like, man, this is cool. I don't know if it's albino or what, but I'm gonna kill that sucker in spring turkey season. I think a predator ended up getting it. Got that heart shot by the way, so now we have mountain lion, black bear, elk. Anyway, I think a predator got it or something before the season, but the important thing is we found out that there was like an escaped farm turkey, so I think it was like a, would hybrid be the right word? Like of a wild and a farm turkey, and I think that's why it was partially white. But again, my point remains, like, you just don't see white turkeys walking around anywhere, so I can't possibly imagine Merriams have that. Was he a smoky turkey? That's what I kind of thought he may have been, but he didn't have like white tips on his feathers. They were almost all white, and then he had like black patches. It was really strange. It looked cool, but I had never seen anything like that. What's up, TTV? Are dilute mule deer rare? I think so. It's gonna take a bit of time, I think, even from now. Like, it's been a while. But I think it's just gonna take maybe a couple of months. You start to pay attention to what gets posted in Discord and how often, and you can make that determination on what's rare and what's not. Piebald turkey, you can almost describe it that way. I don't think birds can really be piebald, per se. I don't know if that's the right, like, condition or whatever, because it's technically a condition. Will you use the Flinter channel anytime soon? Read that on the main channel now, pretty much, so is there a use for it? I'm sure I'll use it eventually. Like, I stopped uploading the Red Dead VODs, unfortunately. I don't know what I might do with the Flinter channel next. You never know. Might be random stuff. Maybe eventually I'll just do all of my VODs over there. The thing that sucks is, like, you have to wait 24 hours after something's aired on Twitch to air it on YouTube. So I can't just, like, upload it immediately and be done. I gotta wait a day. Yeah, I watched the Meat Eater episodes, Elias. Wasn't Valentine's Day yesterday in Australia? That would be how time zones work. I assume the 14th is that right? Is it the 14th in Australia as well? Because in parts of Australia now it'll be like, what, 8 a.m.? Got trolled by a 9 legendary lion earlier? That's usually what happens to me in single player. We just killed our first ever diamond lion in single player ever. On not last Friday's stream, but the Friday before. Now I've killed like a dozen or more diamond lions in multiplayer, but every 9 in single player to that point had been a troll. Thoughts on a great one, Rocky? I don't know how they can make them bigger than they are, but maybe not typical. Could be cool. Piebald birds are called mottled. In game, maybe called piebald. Well, they have mottled antelope jackrabbits. What's the music in the background? It's from Epidemic Sound. It's a long story to explain this, but essentially, when I first started using Epidemic Sound, I think it was kind of like up and coming in a way. Hello there. Maybe I can heart shot you from 5 meters. Opportunity. Yeah. Well, that wasn't a heart shot. Anyway, so like when I downloaded most of the music that you're hearing, or maybe all of it, the song titles were called like Happy Folk Guitar. So you'd get Happy Folk Guitar 1, Happy Folk Guitar 2, up to like Happy Folk Guitar 18. Now they have actual titles, but the thing is, like, I downloaded them years ago, so on my PC, my computer knows them as Happy Folk Guitar. So like, I don't know how to go up on it on Epidemic Sound and find them, because you search that, you don't get anything anymore. When's the 24-hour stream highlights coming? I do need to work on those. Been a little tough to ever just sit down and edit extra in a day with the puppy. Right now she's sleeping good, but usually like if the dog's tired enough to sleep, like I gotta record a video, maybe edit it, and then she's usually awake and needs all the attention. It is 9:30 in New Zealand. It was Valentine's Day yesterday. It's kind of freaky how, like, I don't know. Is it that way for you? Like, it's 3:30 p.m. on the 14th for me. I assume you're in New Zealand. It feels like time travel. I know, like, time zones are a thing. Like, when I hopefully go hunting in Wyoming this year, we're going to be going, like, crossing state lines, and the time's going to change an hour, and I just wonder, like, why doesn't that give me the same vibes as looking at New Zealand and it being like a different day? I guess that's what it is. What's your favorite gun to use? I'd say the M1's my favorite. I like the follow-up shot potential that it gives. Pretty soon here, we're gonna have a chance to try to get some pronghorn hard shots. I was hoping to get down in here and get after mule deer. So what do we have? Mountain lion, Rocky Mountain elk, black bear. I'm glad we got the black bear out of the way, because that could be a pain, depending on where they decide to show up. Is this just a Silver Ridge Peak stream? Probably. We might switch, who knows. If we end up getting a heart shot of everything on this map, with significant time remaining, yeah, why don't we switch and try to get more hard shots on other species. Where in Wyoming are you hunting? Quite honestly, I don't know yet. We have not applied. It's going to depend too, because if I understand correctly, the way that you can apply in Wyoming for at least pronghorn is you can have like an all-in approach, if that makes sense. So like apply for the low odds unit as your first choice, and if you get that, then you're going to a place with big trophy potential and probably less hunters. But then as your second choice, if you don't get the low odds one, you just put one of the super high odds, maybe lower trophy quality units. So it'll come down to where are we gonna get drawn for. When I drive across country, it seemed an easy adjustment, but flying from New York to Cali was a weird trip time-wise. I mean, that makes sense too, though, when it's a slower, like a gradual change, I guess. It kind of makes sense. What's up, winners? Is a molted pheasant rare? It's like an uncommon. What's your favorite trophy? I think I keep going back and forth on this. The piebald diamond whitetail was special because we shot it live on stream. I mean, obviously the great one, that's up there. I really like that piebald diamond fox. That was cool. Especially after all the troubles that Red Fox gave me. It's funny that both of our diamond fox are multiplayer kills, but that is what it is. Do you need to win a lottery for the tags in Elk County? What, in PA? Yeah, I mean everywhere in PA you need it's a lottery, and I gotta start putting in, because basically there's no such thing as preference points. So, like in Wyoming, for the last couple of years, I just applied for a preference point. I had no intention of actually hunting some of those years. In PA, you don't do that. You put in your name. Now, if you don't get drawn, you get like additional odds next year, and then like you can stack those additional odds things. But it's not a preference point. Like, if you get drawn, you got to go that year. Is what I'm getting at. What would you rank the muzzleloader? I'm not sure what scale I'm ranking it on, but I would rank it as not classed correctly. It should be allowed for level 9s or overpowered for classes 4 to 8. I mean, it's nuts that you can make an ethical kill on like a bison quicker than the 7mm will kill it, but the 7mm is allowed and the muzzleloader's not. Stop repeating messages. It's not a good idea. Is a piebald harlequin duck rare? Most, say air quotes, rare ducks are not really rares. I would say the harlequin ducks are more rare than some other species, but I wouldn't say a piebald harlequin is necessarily a rare. I never noticed, and I guess it's because I don't go for heartshots. Turkeys move a lot. Not that that's unrealistic, but goodness gracious. How am I ever going to do this? Do you have any rare diamond moose? I shot an albino diamond moose. Back in... Ooh, was that it? Might have been it. Back in October of 2018. Actually, it was really interesting. The PC that Kyla uses now is my older PC, temporarily at least. And I got it, or I got the new one, like the day after I killed my albino diamond moose. So, like, we opened up that PC, launched Call of the Wild, it wasn't connected to the internet yet, so no update happened. The last thing, or one of the last things in the, like, the latest harvest, was that albino diamond. It was pretty cool to see that. I ran around in Layton for 15 minutes, looked at, legacy racks, but we were actually prepping for West Virginia, so I didn't have time to mess around with it. I had to get on with the recording. Lower neck, man, I thought we had it. He died so fast. I just don't see that 22 reaching the heart. Like, if we hit right there, maybe... I'll give it one more try. I don't know where that puts us on heart shots now. Is it 4 for 7? Something like that? What's up, Ben? For every stream has a theme, and today's is this animal fur variation combo rare. There is a spreadsheet that had all that info, but I think because of the recent changes, that spreadsheet's no longer accurate. So it may have been updated by now, but it would have been inaccurate. 4 for 8? I'll go with your count because I don't know exactly where I'm at. I might have forgot the other turkey. Do you think all the WoW creators who use mods should be held accountable? No, because they're not official creators. If I believe I know who you're talking about. Like, what? Held accountable in what way? There's a lot of people that use mods, and they don't lose their accounts or anything like that. Now, if they're an official creator, I think they should be removed from having that title. Like, if EW is backing you and you're using mods, like, that's not good. That's not a good look. But, like, what do you do? They're not backing anybody that uses mods that I'm aware of. Snakehead, thanks for the super chat. To me, the only rare duck that seem to be common are the piebalds. I don't see the other rares as much. I don't know, when I've really grinded like harlequins, I'd get albinos all the time, melanistics pretty often. Mallards I don't shoot anymore, but they used to be rares, or there used to be rares everywhere. Liam, thanks for the super chat. Can you help me get a diamond on Virunga? Love the vids. The best advice I can give you for Virunga is, well, I mean, it's like any other map. You want to hunt the drink times that have the most success. So, for instance, like if it's 8 AM, Cape Buffalo, and I would say Cape Buffalo are one of the most common diamonds on Virunga. So like the top right 2 lakes, the little inlet in the north, and I mean that's mostly where I hunt for them. You can hunt them on the coast and stuff too, but I think the Cape Buffalo are going to be one of the best options for getting a diamond quickly. Springbuck after 1500 would be pretty good. Trying to think through a couple of species that are pretty easily huntable. Lions can be difficult. I think that was a hard shot. He died pretty quick. Tips on red deer. I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm not killing any great ones either. Shoot all your stags. That's the best I got. Just what we need. Love your videos. Just got my first light brown diamond turkey. Nice. Do you like Call Out or Classic more? Generally when I'm asked questions regarding like comparisons of the two. Ooh, missed a hard shot on that one. Under 50%. Big bad. Anyway, I tend to say that, you know, I don't normally compare the games. I look at them as two very different games. But if I'm forced to choose one, I normally say Call of the Wild. I play it more now, so like, kind of hard to choose Classic in that way. That said, like, as a pure hunting game, Classic would be my choice. I'd find myself all the time these days wanting to record extra Classic videos, but it's as much as I wish I could, it's kind of a business decision. Classic doesn't get the attention that Call of the Wild does, and it's not only that. Most times if I do a Classic video, the comments are like, when are you doing Call of the Wild? You never play Call of the Wild anymore, what is this? I'm like, man, it's one Classic video a week. It's okay. So, yeah. But anyway, like, I find myself wanting to play Classic more and more, but I still think Call of the Wild's my favorite. There's our heart shot. Alright, we're back at 50%. Got a pronghorn. 5 for 10. Not doing the best. A little rough. So, maybe we go and find a turkey then? Try to get a heart shot with like the 243. I don't think the 22 is going to do it. Where would I find a turkey at? Actually, down here might be the best. More Classic videos? Yes, please. I might try to work in some extra ones. I'm actually, I think I need a Throwback Thursday game or something now. There's some new content coming, obviously, with the weapons. So that will occupy a bit of my time, and it'll allow for some, call it easy content if you want to refer to it as that. I think what's difficult is around this time. Like, it's been a couple of months since the release of Mississippi Acres. I've got all the diamonds there that I want, really. There's some rares that I would like, but rares are always tougher to grind for than diamonds. So they're just kind of the type of thing that I hope to encounter. And then, yeah, we're kind of in that middle stage. Like, as we get towards April, May, we know there's a map coming up in June usually. So I don't know, I can more easily come up with content. Like, I start to run out of ideas, I feel like, around this stage. So, like, the weapons will be good, but I might end up either doing more classic or coming up with a throwback game. I just don't know what to do, throwback-wise. Oh, crossbow. Maybe. I like that idea. I'd rather that than using a, unethical weapon. Apple or Android? So I've got an iPhone now. You know, the camera and stuff, it's such good quality. I like it a lot. I would have told you that I preferred Android even for the first, like, year that I had an iPhone, because I always like Android's UI a little bit better. But I don't know, I'm so used to the iPhone now. I believe this phone will be paid off here in a month or two, and I'll be able to get a new phone if I so choose, and I probably will. What's happening there? You guys see that leg that should not be there? What is that? Oh, okay. It's the same as how that bison's laying. Just a puppy. Just a puppy? Just? Danny, thanks for the super chat. You can throw back a Jack Daniels and have some fun? I didn't drink any of those Jack Daniels things last night. Diana's like, oh god, that must be a diamond. Sorry, what? Can you hunt small game for a video? That's more of a classic thing. Classic small game hunting makes a lot more sense. Like, you've got the e-collar, you can call in, like, bobcats and lynx and wolves, and, like, puma with that. The jackrabbit collar brings in, like, coyotes and foxes, so I may do that. I actually enjoy it. Like, I've done it once before. It's tough, though. When it comes to classic, what I try to do, like, I'm usually hunting antler species. I'm looking for something that's got, like, big antlers or big horns. Obviously, like, I want the high scoring stuff, but it helps in the thumbnail, especially for people that maybe play mostly Call of the Wild. Like, you see an impressive deer in a thumbnail, you know it's an impressive deer. Like, you don't have to play classic to understand that. If you see a coyote with a fat head in classic, it doesn't mean anything to you. Like, you might not know that it's huge. So I think that's, like, why I normally hunt antler stuff, but I do want to go for small game again, I think. Let's alert them, because normally they lift their head up and away a bit. Can't spot it, of course. What about that one? What now, bottom boys? 6 for 11? I hope you're still counting, I don't know. That's what they meant. Now it all makes sense. Can only get small game? It's normally true. Has anyone gotten an albino great one whitetail? One was shot during that period after Rancho released, and we were basically warned that animals such as coyotes, such as whitetail, shot, whether they were on Rancho or their other maps, could have their fur types changed because something was wrong when they released them. An albino great one was shot, which is now a common in that guy's lodge, which is extremely unfortunate. But a lot of people were asking me during that time frame, like, why are you not grinding for a great one? Everybody's killing great ones on Rancho. I was like, dude, I don't want to shoot an albino great one or something, and it becomes a common in my lodge. That was exactly what I was afraid of, and unfortunately it happened. Mr. Lone Wolf, thank you for the super chat. Ever consider doing a tent setup vid for each map? So the tough part about that is everybody's map is unique in a way. So I might have really good pronghorn spawns here, actually, this lake that we're heading towards, whereas someone else might have like 2 pronghorn there. Like, it's tough to do a tent setup map when everybody's map is going to be different, but maybe I can do a hotspot kind of thing or something. TCap, thank you for the super chat. You got me into Call of the Wild, and now I'm addicted, but I went 800 kills into the red deer grind, didn't get a single diamond. Felt like I was doing something wrong till I got one last night. Nice, man. But love the vids, thank you, dude. Congrats on the... Are you saying you got a diamond red deer? I assume so. Could be a great one as well, but either way, congrats on the red deer. What's up, Roll? Honestly, the Super Bowl was good. I had a lot of fun. We had my whole family over here. It was the first time my brother and his girlfriend got to see the house, so we gave them a little tour. Everybody met Shadow. Shadow was the highlight of the night, obviously. And, not everybody's team won. Kylo wanted the Bengals to win. I wanted the Rams to win. So, I enjoyed that. What, TTV? How did you get started hunting? What did you say? Oh, okay. So, my dad was always hunting, like, when I was younger. There's a picture of me, like, he killed his second biggest buck the year I was born. There's a picture of me, like, 1 year old. He's, like, wearing his camo, I think, just about to go hunting. And, like, he's, holding me in that picture, and then when he got the buck, back from the taxidermist, there's a picture of me, like, trying to hold that. Like, it was always something. It's just that thing, like, when you're a kid, you want to do whatever your dad does. So it came from that, I think, mostly. And, yeah, watching hunting TV shows. I was small game hunting when I was, like, 5 or 6 years old, I think. Just always something I was interested in, really. Crossbow is where, Mr. Lone Wolf, thanks again. I think just having an idea where will help people. Yeah, I've done, like, the quick guides in the past for a number of different maps, but I guess that doesn't really go over tent placement so much as it does, like, just good areas. Am I blind? Nope. Man, more sights in the game than I remember, I guess. Alright, so we'll give the crossbow a try. Oh, might be smart to get the collar. Shadow must be having one heck of a dream. A nerd is in here. A nerd. What kind of nerd? I didn't see a nerd. I was too busy looking at a dog. That is a nerd. Alright. Get the good things. Don't know what my odds are of making a good enough shot to hit the heart on a turkey with a crossbow. We'll give it a shot. The nerd has arrived to watch the other nerd. We have to accidentally line up our videos once again. Get anything good? We shot a nice. Lost my train of thought there. A nice elk to begin with. Are we gonna be hunting geese when they're fixed? Yeah, probably. Saturday night, I think it was, or maybe Saturday morning, when I was recording yesterday's video, I was like, man, we gotta, like, get everything ready to have people here for the Super Bowl. I wish I could go hunt geese, make, like, a reasonably quick video, because usually they turn out good. I enjoy hunting it, but, yeah, that, no such luck on the geese. Just keep up the good work. Always enjoy the vids. Thank you, Mr. Lone Wolf, and thank you for the super chat once again. You got another diamond whitetail video coming? Is the albino great one the rarest thing in the game? Probably. Generally, the consensus is that a super rare is more rare than a great one. I don't know if that's true necessarily, but a lot of people do great one grinds without a super rare, so it may be the case. But a super rare great one, or you know, having a rare great one, let's just call it, in theory should be more rare than a super rare. How many times can I say rare in one sentence? What phone do I have? iPhone 11, the base one, the small one. It was a big sad. I'm gonna end up skipping the iPhone 12, and I just don't know what to do with myself, really. I feel like a fraud. Oh man, I was on my own SRP the other day. Had that thick, dark pronghorn track, was hoping for the best. Small 4. I would say that's generally true, Bottom Boy. I think that there's a good chance that my Piebald Diamond Fox was an initial spawn, but you never know. Like, that's what's tough about it. Super great one is definitely more rare, especially mellow for both. Yeah, I would say that's correct. Having an iPhone would make you feel that way. Are you an Android nerd? You heckin' nerd? My drink zones disappear how? Could you possibly have shot 4 animals in that drink zone at the same time? If you get what we refer to as tier 4 hunting pressure, or when you shoot 4 animals all in one spot, you'll get really bright pink hunting pressure, and the animals that were there will basically move their zone elsewhere. See if we can make a hard shot. It's a very tiny target to hit on the pronghorn. Small hearts, which is interesting. You'd think Speed Goat would need a big heart to run that fast. Do you get better respawns from bigger animals? There's no evidence, I guess I'll call it, of a correlation between the size of the animal you shoot and the size of the respawn. Now, if you go back and watch some of the older guides for like how to get diamonds, maybe even my own, I don't remember ever talking about it, but I very well could have. The theory was like if you're shooting a bunch of 4s and stuff, for moose was the species that we'd usually talk about, then a 5 is just bound to show up. But I think that was just randomness kind of showing itself. Shut above the heart that time. I think we're, what, 6 for 12 now. Should have had that one. Anyway. Like, anytime that I shoot a mythical red deer on my grind, I don't expect there to be, like, another big one there next time. It just seems like it's random. I don't need the preschool level layout. Your iPhone has to be able to understand it. I think the iPhone layout's complicated. To be completely honest, maybe I'm in preschool. Nice, Paxton. What's going on with Potato? Is the 22 air rifle or 6-shot in a 20 gauge better for squirrel hunting? I would take a 20 gauge. Generally speaking, you don't want to shoot. Now, an air rifle is kind of a different story, but generally you don't want to shoot like a single projectile anything up into the air. So if you're shooting any squirrels out of branches, that's not really good. Some people would recommend recommending. What is wrong with me? Would recommend equipping the collar that you intend to use. Did they take the echo away? There used to be a much more profound echo with that thing. This is really it. Every opportunity we get, like, close on a turkey is going to be important. I think we should get into cover. Trying to see where that question came from, because I want to speak on what you're talking about, seeing animals do and what they do in real life. Someone asked if you enjoy hunting, I guess. Let's go. Thank you for the super chat. I saw you, Mr. Streemel. That was rude of me. That's alright. I won't ban you this time. Next time, though, watch out. Anyway, let me go back to more speaking on the point of cool to see animals doing what they do in nature. That's kind of what I'm trying to show, I guess, in my real life hunting videos. That was cool. You know, when I can be successful and harvest a deer, that's awesome, but I like to almost have a, not quite nature documentary, but something along those lines where we're just observing nature. Like, I like to just watch deer do their thing when, like, the coolest moments are catching them interacting with each other, or just, you know, the stuff that you come home and tell people about after a day of hunting. Like, that, the first year that I was hunting, I got to film that big 8-point run a small 5 out, like a snort wheeze in front of me and everything. Like, I had only ever heard that one other time. Like, to get a snort wheeze on film, quiet as it may have been with my old mic, that was just cool. Like, that's what I like to show. To my caffeine addiction. Shadow's the recipient, the benefactor. Benefactee? I don't know which is which. Where'd that little feathered freak go? Shadow deserves all the toys. She has a bunch of toys now. And even yet, toes. She tries to eat toes.
Puppy pads.
Oh yeah, or the puppy pads. I'd be happy being a David Attenborough in a world of Ted Nugent's. Yeah, same. I mean, that's what's so cool about getting to film stuff. Like, you know, I got to film my buck this year, and eventually you guys will get to see that, and that'll be something I'll be able to rewatch forever. And, you know, I think about hunts like that. I don't have a memory of looking through the scope at the buck. I really don't. Like, that's one of those things where adrenaline takes over, and it's just not like a crisp memory in my mind, but at least what I do have is the footage of the buck and getting to see exactly what he did in all those moments. Like, that's not something I'll just forget because it's on film. Please don't spook. Maybe? It could also be lungs. I don't even know where I'm trying to aim, quite honestly, when it's facing that way. Should penetrate, just too high. I thought I had to aim high, but not quite. Alright, back below 50%. Back to being bad again. 6 for 13, I think. What's the best spot to hunt wolves on Quattro? Probably around the top right leg. On level 15, I got a great one as an initial spawn, and that is insane. Maybe I can go back to 50% with this guy. Oi! Turn around. Thank you, sir. Now, stand still. Good, good. Keep my shooting percentage around 50%, I'll be happy. Nice, Muskrat. When my parents came over for the Super Bowl last night, my mom brought everybody little, like, Valentine's treat things, even though everybody is 21 or older. What's your puppy's name and breed? Her name's Shadow, and she is a blue heeler mix. Do you watch the NBA? I don't think I've ever watched more than like a highlight of an NBA game. Maybe, yeah, actually, because I played basketball in grade school. I might have watched like some back and forth because it'd be on at the TVs the days of the games, but yeah, not really. It's funny, I even played a bit, and I never cared to watch it. Is Bloodhound worth it as a new player? I think it's probably more worth it as a new player than as an experienced player. It depends, like, do you find yourself struggling to track animals after you shoot them? Ever? Because if you're tracking them down just fine, the Bloodhound's not going to really assist you. It will speed up your tracking process on a lot of animals as you level the Bloodhound up, but minus that, like, rarely is there an occasion in Call of the Wild when I'm unable to track down an animal on my own. Sometimes, though, they don't leave tracks, and in those situations, it is nice to have the Bloodhound that's gonna be able to go and find them. NBA isn't basketball anymore. College basketball is where it at. Is that so? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Alright, let's not miss mule deer drink time. Go and try to get one. I struggle quite a bit. Yeah, I'd get the Bloodhound then. Rams got the first touchdown. They got the first 2, if I'm not mistaken. After that, my dad officially declared the Bengals dead, only to have them take the lead not long after that, but it is what it is. What's up, Sore? I like the Bloodhound says when you're near an animal. Yeah, when they kind of let you know that you're about to alert something, that's actually rather useful. Basketball is basketball? Holy. When did you start playing the Hunter Call the Wolf? Call the Wild, I actually got the opportunity to play it in the... I never know what to call it. It was like a closed lottery beta thing in December of 2016. So basically there was like a drawing and you got to put in your email, and if you got chosen, you could play the beta for like 3 days. I did not get chosen, but I was doing YouTube content at the time, and a viewer had put in like 5 different emails, which I, you know, whatever. And they got chosen twice, so they gave me their extra key, and I got to do it that way. Is there a bigger male around than a level 2? Because that is pretty lame. Guess not. One day I'll remember to reload this thing. How different was the game back then? I don't even know if it's in my Call of the Wild playlist. I don't think it is. I'd have to go and find that. In the beta period, it was pretty different. The UI was very different. I actually kind of liked it better. A lot of stuff didn't work though. Like warning calls, red deer warning calls was the same as roe deer warning calls. Like a little quack sound that was a little goofy. I'm trying to think back at like some of that stuff. The thing was, like my PC could not handle Call of the Wild in that state. I'm talking like 20 frames per second, slow, awful. I can't believe anybody watched it. And I knew at that time, like, even though that I wasn't a fan of Call of the Wild that much when I played it, like it just, I didn't understand it yet. I knew the game was gonna go somewhere. Like I just knew that I had to. There's a better one. I had to upgrade my PC, so I got a better CPU, I think. Might have got a better graphics card too. And I ran it that way for a while, and then ultimately I just got a new PC because, you know, I was doing YouTube full time by then. But yeah, I don't know if the video is even worth watching, but it was very different. Smoked. 8 for 15 now. Try to get back above 50% with this other big male. How do people enjoy watching American football? It's BTEC rugby with way more stoppages, less skill, and way longer. I wouldn't say less skill necessarily. I'd also say the strategy is significantly... I don't know if it's more important because I don't know rugby that well, but I see those posts often, like, there's only 12 or 13 minutes of the ball being in play in the average NFL game. I mean, the plays are always exciting anyway, but it's the strategy that's so important. Like, I was sitting there, my dad and mom left around halftime. No, my brother left around halftime, my dad and mom left in the third quarter. So, the only other male in the room was my sister's boyfriend, and, like, that was what was so fun. Like, as the Rams, you didn't watch the game, I assume, but as the Rams were approaching, like, the potential game-winning score, I kept on going back and forth, like, do you run this here? Do you want to bleed clock, make them use a timeout, or are we gonna pass it and try to make sure we score? Like, that's the part that I always enjoy, like, the mental aspect, the strategy, and kind of seeing if what I think they should do is what the team ultimately ends up doing. Mountain goat and turkey's all that's left, I think. So, I want to get this thick, Yodie River he got to. Open sights might be fun if he's gonna come close enough. Hi, Sir 12. Thanks for giving me that look. Not it. Did it walk past me? It could have. Well, the wind is not good if they do that. That's him. Okay, don't let him walk past. That's not going to result in good things. Oh, dear. Okay, spotted. Yep. Maybe. I don't know. Did I like the halftime show? I didn't get to enjoy it that much. My dad was not as much a fan of it, so I just kept on making goofy jokes to try to make him forget about the fact that he didn't like it. 9 for 16, by the way, I think. I think that's where we're at. Patrick, thanks for the super chat. Have you experienced an issue where the waypoint won't go where you place it? Yeah, and actually I can tell you kind of how to work around that. So, I don't know exactly what the deal is, but so if I try to place a waypoint in the top left corner here, it goes way high and left of where I want it. So what you do is put the position on the map where you want to place the waypoint in the center. So like, let's say I want it at this lake. If I do it right now, it's way over here. If I place the lake basically in the center of my screen and place it, it goes where I want it. So that's all you gotta do, like put the area where you want the waypoint in the middle of your screen before you attempt to place the waypoint, and it'll put it more or less where you're trying to place it. My dad was not about it either. I saw a post that was like, it was all like older guys saying like this halftime show is the worst I've ever seen. I literally, like, when my dad started saying that stuff, like, what did he say, like, people enjoy this, question mark, or something like that? I was like, that's why it's a snack time. Go get something to eat and get up. Don't watch it then. I don't know. Thought it was because my monitor was 38 inches. Yeah, it's just a goofy, weird bug. It's almost like it adds some amount of... That's a weird looking bug. Adds some amount of, like, offset based on how far away from the center of the screen that it is. What rifles are we using today? The 7mm's been our main one. There's a dilute down in there. An alarm dilute, so that's not going to help our case. Got anything special during the stream? Nothing to speak of. This dilute would have the potential to be our first something special. We'll see what happens. I think spooking that way may be better. We'll see. Do you have a partner? Like a relationship partner? Or like a cowboy partner? What's that?
Or business
A business partner? All business, always. Feels like I didn't get respawns. Do you have any tips? Check other areas. I could be wrong about this, but I think the biggest reason that people think they don't get respawns is because the respawns aren't necessarily in the same area. I wish I was on Yukon. Oh my god, hello. Okay, this is a risky one. Please tell me that's hard. That would be amazing. Hold on. Let's not get run over and dead. That would be shot of the day if that's hard shot. Oh my god. I'm so proud. On a, I think technically rare now and everything. I'll tax that for something. I don't remember what I was talking about. Too proud of my shooting. That slide. Flinter's the cowboy. I'm a better shot at running mule deer than shooting at guys in Red Dead. What the heck was I saying? I might need to scroll up in the chat because I don't recall. Business partner. Oh, yeah. So, when I was doing... Clipped it? Nice. I'll have to... Maybe I'll do something with that and make a short out of it. When I was doing my Red Fox grind on Yukon, I thought I had all my drink zones figured out. I thought I knew where every Red Fox was. And then one day I decided to check in a new spot. And, there were like 20 Red Fox there. And it wasn't because there's always 20 Red Fox there, like on everybody's map. I was getting the occasional respawn that would respawn there. And I was never hunting there, so it kept on filling up this huge area with all these Red Fox. And I hunted there a couple of times, and then it returned to what I would call like more normal, having like 7 fox or something in it. That's kind of the indication to me that they don't always spawn in the same place where you shot them, because I never hunted there. Red Dead aiming is shocking. Okay, so I know this is potentially different, different region of the world? So, like, when you say shocking, that means bad, right? Are you saying my aiming is bad, or do you mean aiming in Red Dead is bad? Because both are potentially correct in this instance. Alright. Can we do this? Sent you the link, wasn't sure how it worked, giving you a notification. I appreciate that. It'll actually make my life a lot easier, because I don't know where you can access them, quite honestly. Do you have a shorts channel? No, I've never even made a short. What? I guess that wasn't a harsh. I don't know what happened there. So we were 10 for 17. I think we're now 10 for 18. I can't believe that dilute hit, but anyway. I love using the first person view in Red Dead. I don't know if I've ever done that. Minus, scoping it with like the rolling block rifle. Shocking is bad. Mine is awful. I hate how it works. Yeah. Do you play on console as well? Because there's like aim assist in GTA and Red Dead on console, and I swear it's worse, because like you can actually have your shot correct, but it's like, no, you want it to aim over here, especially with the controller. I can imagine. Yeah, controller aim is not a thing for me. I can't do it. Shot right under the heart. All right, that's my bad. At least we know it was not the game. Do you think players should be able to redo missions like the diamond missions? Because there's trophy lodges and stuff now, probably not. You can imagine someone would have a lodge full of nothing but like the albino brown bear mission animal on medbed. What may be a good idea though is in the Hunter Classic, they've got missions as well. You can buy a mission reset thing for like $8 or something like that. Classic's got some unique mission animals. The piebald feral hog might be the only kind of decent one, and that's a female. But maybe if they made it like cost, I don't know, 100k in-game cash or something, that might be reasonable. Now I can still redo it like 100 times, I think. Is that math? I think that's math. Yeah, that's math. So more than 100 times. But generally speaking, it would stop people from just grinding that, and it would have to be a full mission reset, so you can't just do the same mission over. You got to do everything leading up to that point. I wouldn't mind that. Like, I would like to have that mission brown bear in my lodge, but I shot it long before lodges were a thing, so I couldn't mount it. What's up, Blitz? Do you have any tips on roe deer? Kyla probably is better at that than me. She has like 12 diamond roe deer in the last 2 weeks. Only 3? Seems like tons. 3 in 3 days. Well, then it would have been 12 in 2 weeks if you kept going. Yeah, I'm not too good with roe deer. Don't know that I have many tips beyond shoot all your males on Quattro like I would say to do for like any species you want to grind. Maybe that's the hard shot. What'd you think of 50 Cent last night? I didn't know who it was before the fact. What'd you say?
75 cents.
75 cents. Yeah, he was looking a little pudgy. That's all I got. Like I was saying earlier, I didn't really watch the halftime show. I was distracting my dad because he didn't like it. Oof. 0 for 2 on Mountain Goats. I gotta get like more straight on and shoot him straight in the chest. So, go around this side. What's that, 10 for 19 now? Man, we were doing good. How many hours do you play a day? On average, it ends up being around 2, but a lot of days I don't play. Like the day that I record Classic, usually I don't play. Normally I don't play on Sundays because I'm streaming Red Dead and then maybe editing my Sunday video, and other than that, it's kind of like almost an off day. Friday, I guess I'm usually playing a decent amount. So like it would be 5 days instead of 7. That's probably going to work out to closer to 3 hours a day, but something in that vicinity. The rest tends to be, well, as far as YouTube stuff, editing, Classic, other videos, and then I'm just taking care of a puppy forever. Also 12, definitely 12. How many hours a week do you spend editing? That's a good question. It depends on the week in some ways. Like when I have to edit a montage, that takes me longer. Lately, I've been editing some of my real life hunting stuff, so that can be ready for this summer. Every video takes about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to edit. Call it an hour and a half to I'm done with the thumbnail and stuff. I do 6 videos. No. 5 videos and 4 streams a week. So like what? 8 hours editing? Plus then like the other stuff that I'm working on that's not the weekly videos, so maybe close to 10 per week. What's up, Billy? Did the game restart? Nope. What you mean? Alright, Mr. Mountain Goat. I trust you. Give me that heart shot. Worked real hard for this. Shot a dilute mule deer on the run. That was fine. His health went so fast, it had to be. If I had anything but a single shot, excuse me, anything but a single shot, I would have probably attempted that. Messed up a 188 score on Blacktail. I've been getting flashbacks every time I get on Leighton Lakes. I feel it. I can't go back on Mississippi. I don't know if you saw last week. I messed up a piebald double 7 gator. One of my favorite looking piebalds. I haven't gone back since. I've been wanting to do some videos there too, it just bugs me. What should the new map be like? I feel like if we're not getting another Africa map this year, we may never get one. There's the heart shot. Alright, so 11 for 20 on heart shots. And the only species we have not heart shot on Silver Ridge Peaks now is turkey. We've got 45 minutes to make that happen. Let's see if we can find one. I think my light brown's right over here. Do you guys want to try it? Let's try it. I don't know. If it's there, I guess I'll try to get it. It just happens to be an area where I know a turkey is. Oh, wait. And they're only here because they're usually drinking when on black bear ground, and maybe it's not going to be here. 22H, not a chance. We tried it. Polymer tips and everything, it did not work. I'm assuming you're asking me about shooting a turkey with a heart shot with that? Turkey versus 470 nitro? I bet that would be effective. If I can get one to face me at like the zero range of the crossbow's at, if I can put that shot like right through the beard and a little bit below the like base of it, I think we can do it. Have you gotten bored of this game? I wouldn't say bored, like, I don't know, there's always something that I can do. Like, I would say if I wasn't making content, I forgot there was a dog on my feet for a second. If I wasn't making content, I'd probably just hunt red deer every time I got on this game till I got a great one. But I think that gets boring. I think people don't want to watch me shoot red deer every single video, every single day, until a great one shows up. Maybe they do. I don't know. But my opinion is that I need to switch it up. So like I could always have something to do, but in terms of video ideas, sometimes I do kind of get burnt out there in looking for something new to do. Like lately I've been considering trying to find another Throwback Thursday game, because doing whatever it ends up being, 4 Call of the Wild videos and 2 Call of the Wild streams per week is a little much. If I could reduce that to 3 videos and 2 streams a week, it'd probably be a little less of a mental burden. He is a Flinter? Yes. How is Shadow? Very sleepy. We were running around outside a good bit right before the stream to try to cause such sleepiness. I would say it was effective. Just sleeping on the floor. She has a brand new bed in this room. Nice and fluffy. It's blue. It matches the walls. No, she wants to sleep at my feet. Toe cuddles, I guess. Quick question, what's the limit on tents per map? 16, I think? It was 8 at one time, if I'm not mistaken, but they increased that. So I know they feed up here. Yeah, I totally forgot that usually the reason I see them here is because they're drinking, so we can make it turkey drink time if we need to. I just think it's gonna be easier to call them and like deal with trying to get close if there is not a body of water potentially between us. Like if we would spot a turkey across the way, that could be a bit of an issue. I like how they still have that gator sound here. Pronghorn, that's a weird looking one. Kind of a nice one too. Anyway, focus on the task at hand. Have you ever hunted outside of America in real life? I've never been outside of America in real life, so nope. Why did you take out the 4.7 turkey for another 4.7 turkey? Because the one that I shot in yesterday's video was 4.74. The one that was there before was 4.71. So technically, the new one was a little bit bigger. My dog is almost 4 and he still acts like a puppy. I think all dogs have some level of forever puppy in them. I think Shadow's gonna be a forever puppy in a lot of ways. In theory, she also won't be that big, which is good because she likes to jump up on laps and try to attack faces and ears. I have a great one deer. Do I keep it or give it to my bro? So people can't shoot great ones in multiplayer. You could shoot it in multiplayer as the host of your map, but like if it's a red deer and you're hosting your map, your brother's gonna see like a level 7 red deer with like a level 3 rack. And what if it's a whitetail? He'd see, I think, a level 3, but it's not even the max weight range or something. I don't know why I'm not calling this thing in. I kind of forgot the point here. Is a pink hog rare like an uncommon? I think it's coming in. Do you have an albino diamond bison? I do not. Are there any mission animals on Hirsch? Actually, Hirsch has the most mission animals, I believe. Do you want them spoiled or not? I can tell you there are at least 3 what I would call trophy animals, and I believe there's a 4th unique one. Unique in the sense that, like, it only spawns for the mission, but it's not necessarily different than anything else. You might have said it before, but which DLC do you most recommend? I think the 22 LR from Weapon Pack 1 is pretty important. This is random, but bearded hens. I think that still is a thing in Classic. That should be a thing called the Wild. Like, you can have a rare as a bearded hen. That just opens up more possibility for the multi-mount. Wouldn't be that hard, just add a small beard. It's what we already have. I can spoil them? I guess I shouldn't spoil them for everybody. Let's just say there's 2 diamonds and 1 rare. You can watch my videos. I've done them all on video. Use the recurve bow on this one? I don't have it. We're trying to get a heart shot with the crossbow. I don't think it's going to come to 10 meters, so we might have to do 30. How far is that? Still. 40. Don't like it. I want it right on the 0 range because it's going to take a very precise shot. Of course, now it's starting. Bearded women, they should be more common? Yes. How rare is a diamond albino mallard? Super rare turkey, or ducks rather, are not that rare. I'm looking at turkeys, what I get. I would still say it's pretty... Wait, diamond albino mallard? There are no albinos. Sorry. No such thing. Sit still. You know, I don't even have a beard to look at and try to judge my shot on this one. This will be interesting. What if I just sit still? How close is she gonna walk? About there, huh? Maybe. I don't know. I tried. Ooh, that didn't even... Is that gonna reach even? I think it can. Guess we gotta try again. Find a gobbler this time so I have a beard to try to shoot at. That gives me at least a little bit of a aiming point. 11 for 21. How much was your PC? I think like 2,700 or something like that. It was reasonably expensive. Gotta remember too, like, it's kind of the most important tool to my job, so worth it. You're the best, keep going. I'll do my best, man. Thank you. I found a diamond elephant. Holy. Not me only just realizing you're going for the heart. Just been the theme, it's fine. Hopefully Kyla knows that Shadow's following her, otherwise she'll probably go pee in a hallway somewhere. Texas heart shot to get away from that chest bone. I'm wondering, dude, like, where am I gonna... I don't even know where to start for trying to find the aiming point for that. Shot a troll black bear yesterday. Oh, by .1. That's unfortunate, dude. Snake, thank you for the super chat again. Have you ever shot an animal you didn't think or know it would make diamond, but it did? Oh, yeah. One of the more... If you were watching the channel back around, like, 2018 time period, one of the more, like, notable moments that I had, actually, I found a level 5 bison on Hirschfeld, and if I remember correctly, I found it because of its track. I think back then, Zag Tactics and stuff, I want to say that's how I found it. And I tracked it for a long time, got in close. For whatever reason, I chose to shoot it with the crossbow. So I made the spine shot. I can't remember. I think I may have shot it when it was laying down, or it maybe got up. I know they were resting. So immediately after that, this was in the time frame when European bison would get very aggressive. And if you kind of alerted a bunch of bison that were close to you, most of them would just charge you. So like 3 of them did, and I just kind of shot them, whatever, get out of my way, and then I claimed one. And one was a diamond, and I was like, oh, did I mess up? Like, I shot the wrong one. Here's the diamond, and luckily I shot it in the brain and it dropped back, then you can make brain shots. There were actually 2 5s in the same herd, and I got them both with the crossbow, completely not knowing that there were 2 and having no clue that the one that I shot was a 5. I didn't even spot it. The mission blackbird troll, that's the worst. Who did I want to win the Super Bowl? I was rooting for the Rams, man. Like, Matthew Stafford did not deserve Detroit. And, like, it's well documented. Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders, 2 of the best to ever play their positions, retired pretty early. I don't know that anybody can say it had nothing to do with the fact that they were in Detroit. I mean, that's tough when you're one of the best to ever do it and you can't even win a playoff game. I think Barry Sanders maybe won 1. Calvin wouldn't have gotten any. So they just kind of end up retiring. I was just glad Stafford got to go get a ring, because I'm not saying he's quite in that Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson class, but he's one of the better quarterbacks of the last 15 years. And he just never really had a shot at much of anything until he ended up on the Rams. Stafford was good last night. Yeah, he had the one bad interception. Well, I don't know. It was kind of like a punt anyway, but it was just a long pass on a 3rd down where they were like fringe field goal range. It ended up being a touchback, so it definitely cost them some yardage. Like, had they punted, it probably could have been pinned a little deeper. But then the other pick was a good pass that was tipped by the receiver, who was like, what, receiver number 4 on the depth chart or something like that? Or was it that tight end? I think it was 88, it was the tight end. But either way, like, Stafford played very solid, and kind of like in the Bucs game in the divisional round, his teammates almost kind of gave it away. I was just saying, Bottom Boy, I don't know. I hope not. Like, I don't know. I like to watch, like, the Cam Haywards for the Steelers. He's been there for 13 years or something like that. Roethlisberger was 18. Heath Miller was 12 or so. Hines Ward would have been, I don't know how many years. Like, the lifelong, insert team name. Lifelong Steeler, lifelong Cowboy, lifelong, I don't know, Ram. You'll wonder if that's going to disappear. Like, is TJ Watt going to a super team in 2 years? Is Najee Harris going to a super team? Cam Hayward's not. There's no way you're dragging him away from the Steelers. Like, I can't imagine it. But I don't know. That seems like that might just kind of be the way. Like, star players all end up on the same team, kind of the way basketball works, which is kind of, I hope that's not what they do. Do you play fantasy football? I do. I enjoyed it a lot. I almost placed a bet on the Super Bowl last night because I wanted that feeling of, like, really, getting into the game and, like, what happens matters to me. Because, like, when you play fantasy football, like this, because I'm a Steeler fan, they can go 0-17, but I can have fun all season, even, like, I've got Najee Harris on my team or whoever, even with their games, even if they're getting killed, and that happened a couple of times, they were getting smoked. But I've got Najee Harris and Pat Freiermuth or whatever. I'm like, man, at least, start, if they're covering the receivers so well, start checking down the Najee Harris, get him some receptions and points. And that happened a couple of times in pretty bad losses. Nice, Bottom Boy. If teams can find a way around the cap room, they're free to build pretty much any team. Yeah, and you see, like, the cap, acrobatics, would you call it? Like, the way they can dance around it. It's far from impossible. Now, you may have to suffer the consequences for a couple years after attempting it, especially if you don't win it. And, like, some players want out, but they can write a contract in so many different ways to help the cap not hurt as bad. Come here. Why are you alert? I truly don't know. Do bears alert turkeys? They shouldn't. What's your deal out there, sir? What gun do you recommend for a diamond blacktail? M1, 7mm, any of those sorts of weapons. I knew that was going to happen. Oh boy, we got an awake puppy for the last 30 minutes. That's good. Joe Burrow went from underrated before the playoffs to overrated now. I don't know if he's overrated necessarily. He's pretty dang good. I mean, you don't beat the Chiefs twice by a fluke. I saw that as well, like, some... Why you gotta chew the squeakers, huh? There was some, I guess, upset Chiefs fan that they weren't in the playoffs again. And he was saying, like, to a Bengals fan in the comments of something like, don't worry, you won't have a fluke win against the Chiefs next time to get in. Like, they did it twice. I don't think it's a fluke. I think Burrow is about as good as advertised. It's just, you know, he's young. He might make some mistakes that he won't make later in his career. No, same bottom boy. I thought he did too. Stafford had a potential injury. OBJ had it, like, and obviously, what happened to Higbee? He didn't even play. I didn't even know that he was going to be out. Why is this happening? Why are you alert? Sir, I'm in a tower. Does Shadow butt your ankles? Ankles, toes. If you lay down, like, I'll lay down on my back on the floor, and she thinks it's open season on, like, ears. I don't get it, Danny. Sorry. I'm too dumb. Have you heard of the secret left in the bottom left of Leighton? I don't know that I was the one to find it, but like I've called it the Hidden Lake for a lot of years. I've definitely known about it. Shadow with that foot fetish. I've said this before on, I think I said it on yesterday's stream. Like, I'll go shower and she just panics because I'm out of her sight for 15 seconds. That's not good. She has to start freaking out. But as soon as I get out of the shower and she'll like come running in, I always say like fresh steamed toes because she comes running from my toes as soon as I get out of the shower every time. Pepper loves ears. She obsessed with my earbuds. Can't leave my case out or she'll try to chew it up. I know Amy did that to Kyla's AirPod case. I don't know whether to just... Can we get her into him? Not her. Can we get him into 50? It's about 50. Well, I don't know why he's alert. Maybe this tower doesn't work. Okay, it was another insta-kill, but I don't think it was quick enough to be a hard shot, quite honestly. The end wide parts of a dolphin or whale's tail is called flukes. Now this makes sense. Steam toes. Winston's a free agent quarterback the Steelers could go after? Yeah, I don't know. Winston, still no hard shot, huh? That angle may have worked. A little lower. Anyway. Who else was I thinking might be reasonable? I have to go back through my thought process on that. I think Derrick Carr could become available. Oh, Jimmy G. That's the one that I think is the most likely. Rodgers to Pittsburgh? I mean, you look at the Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers interaction there in that game. It could be. There's a light brown. Okay, what we're not going to do... Oh, God, the wind. What we're not going to do... Oh, my God, look at all these. We're not going to use the tower. We're going to try to scoot in to some brush and call them in that way. What time and lakes are good to hunt for? What was that? It got deleted. I assume it was repeated. I don't know. Yeah, it was. I mean, basically every single league from 5 to 9. Huh? Nope. Rodgers to the Bucks. Bucks fans are so spoiled if they get Brady and then Rodgers as free agents. I was super surprised the helmet grab touchdown stayed. Helmet grab. Oh, are you talking about the missed call where Higgins, I think it was, pulled Jalen Ramsey down? Higbee hurt his knee in the last game. Okay. Are light brown turkeys rare? They used to be kind of considered rare. Right now, not in the slightest. The Super Bowl was so boring. I think that was a pretty good game. It was never more than... Was it never more than a 10-point lead? It was close throughout. Came down to the final couple of plays. First play after halftime? Yeah. Better luck seeing Rodgers going to Denver? I don't know. I think he's going to stay put. You know, you look at the NFC North teams. Who there is going to win that division and keep Rodgers out of the playoffs? Like, all you want's to get into the playoffs, right? That's the first hurdle to clear. Like, winning your division guarantees that. Having the number 1 seed or whatever, that's always great, but if you win your division at 7-9, you get in. The Seahawks did that. Well, 8-9 now. But the Seahawks went 7-9 in whatever year the Beastquake was, and they went and beat a Saints team that had a way better record. 13-3 or something? Like, that stuff can't happen. Commercials were a big letdown. I really wasn't watching them, but they didn't seem to be great. Hey, don't look at me like that. I don't even know what to do with this. Why is the wind gotta be blowing east right now? What if we just crawl over here? Rodgers chokes in the playoffs every year? I wouldn't exactly say Rodgers didn't do anything wrong, per se, in the Niners game. I mean, he did enough to win with the way the game was going until the special teams imploded. What's your favorite animal to hunt in real life? I mean, whitetail is what I've grown up hunting and what I always hunt, so it's whitetail. What did you eat for the Super Bowl? So I bought pizza for basically everybody. And then I actually had to, because I gotta be gluten-free, I had a frozen gluten-free pizza that I put in the oven. Had that. And then we made like a chicken jalapeno dip, we had queso dip, we had like a billion types of chips. And beer. Sit still, you goober. I don't understand football. I mean, I get it. I don't understand, like, soccer and stuff. Dang it, I knew I heard one over there. Come here, turkey. Don't spook. Did you like the halftime show? Quite honestly, I didn't get to watch it much. I was saying earlier, like, my dad did not like it. So, my role in that was just to be like, that's why it's a snack time. Get up and get a snack. Stop watching it if you dislike it so much. 50 meters is a long way to make a precise shot. I don't know how I feel about our odds there. Like, that guy's calm. They should come in. Can we scoot any further right? Not really. I know the bare minimum for football. Score points, win game. That's how it works. My mom forgot to get Doritos for the Super Bowl. Doritos were not even opened somehow. We had them.
Chips from the side table. They got
No, it was all the...
from the kitchen, which I knew was going to happen.
Well, that just means we get to have Doritos this week.
Doritos and queso.
Yeah, get all the queso. Is it only Heinz that aren't visible for that bug? Because I was unaware of that. Why are you alert? Like, why? I'm completely hidden. Pretty sure I see leucistic turkey. It's a light brown. Which is not rare. I mean, that one's good and close. Can I... Come back. You were doing good. Come back. 50 meters is a long distance to make a precise shot with a crossbow, yeah. If you want to hit the heart on a turkey, go ahead and try it at 50. I think that's a long way. Alright, now we're getting even closer. I'm just gonna let him get as close as he wants. See if he'll just scoot right in. I'm assuming we're 18-ish. That went down a little quicker, but it may have been double lung. Actually, wait, let's not go running. Because that one might stay. That one's on the move, but I mean, I could see what I can do. Shoot 12 miles over it, that works. The other one still hasn't flown off. Oh, now it has. Alright, hope for the best here. Dang it. Not even close. Not even close. I guess I'm just aiming way too high. Like, it depends on the way they're standing. What I'm basing my shot on. That would have worked too. Like a little lower. The penetration's there broadside. Alright, well. I still got 20 minutes to heart shot a turkey. I still believe a little bit. Kind of. Where am I going to find a fast turkey? Probably here. That's a dog toy? Yeah, she's squeaking away on something. Yeah, she'll just fall asleep right after the stream at this rate.
She slept for a good bit,
Like an hour.
but she woke up and kicked it. Whoopsies! Mama did it.
Why is the game not available on the Xbox One store? It should be.
Ow, ow, ow. Mean girl.
You're doing great. How much longer are you playing on stream? About 20 minutes. Are you a truck or car guy? Truck only because sometimes I need to haul things, like a buck, for instance. That was a cool thing. What was that?
I'm just clapping.
Oh, I thought you slapped her. I was like, oh my god, what'd she do?
What did you do?
Anyway, yeah, I bought my truck back in 2018, I think. And this past year, I finally got to throw a buck in the back of the truck. Like, I had a doe in there for one video one time. Other than that, I never actually got to do it. I didn't film that either. I can't believe I didn't film that. Throwing the buck in there. Not that it matters that much, but I don't know. I thought it was neat. How quickly is Shadow growing? Actually, not quickly at all. I weighed her 2 days after we got her, and she was exactly 9 pounds. I think she's 9.4 pounds now. I just weighed her the other day again. Did you ever think your content would reach India? I never thought my content would reach much of anywhere. When I originally started, it was all kind of just like hoping to share cool things, like even with friends and stuff. I remember going to school and showing some people that I was like what I was working on. What happened to the video of your big buck you got in real life? It's happening. Over the summer it should release. We're basically working with Wild TV, a television network, and it should air on Wild TV over the summer, and then it'll come to YouTube after that. Nice, Tyler. Hope you're still around. What kind of truck do you have? It's an 06 F-150 that desperately needs upgraded. The tires are dead, it burns oil, like it would cost to get everything fixed and running well and stuff. It would cost so much, I just need to get a new truck. Considering we're planning on driving all the way to Wyoming this year, hoping to get a new truck sometime this spring. I actually want to get a Ranger because I don't think I need the full size F-150, and also gas mileage, making a drive like that would make quite a difference. Snake, I thank you again for the super chat. Does moose and pronghorn have a troll rack like mule deer and red deer in most cases? Because I'll shoot some that seem the same rack but would not make it and some would. I don't think they have a troll rack, either one of them. There's some that seem to troll more often, but I don't know that there's like a troll rack, like that always trolls, for either one of them. Back talking to Mod, not cool. I missed something clearly. Alright, where'd that turkey go? Come here. A little closer. How old is Shadow right now? She turned 12 weeks old yesterday, actually. 12 weeks old and 112% crazy. Oi, bite my toes. Ford freaking Ranger. What's wrong with a Ranger, man? Rangers are the best.
That's a meme.
Huh?
I said that's a meme.
What is it?
It's just like a song.
I don't understand memes. I'm like an 80-year-old man. What's this meme you're talking about? Back in my day, you wouldn't say that to my face. You've missed approximately 12 heart shots. I forget what I'm at. 11 for 22? I think I'm exactly at 50%. A little closer. Step out of there. Calm. Alright, we're looking good. Getting a little closer, my liking. Yeah, boy. I feel like this is my chance. I have no idea. No clue. He died, which is good. There's like an inch left. Dang it. It's going defensive and everything. Had to be quick. Why am I bad at heart-shotting turkeys? Hipfire heart shot? I can't even heart shot to begin with. So close, I know. I'm now below 50% for the stream, mostly due to the dang turkeys. I blame their thick feathers. The fact that I'm even trying to shoot a hen just to get one tells you how tough this has been. What, Billy? Flint grunt? Is this another meme I don't understand? I guess we'll try going over here. What's your dog's name? Shadow. I don't know why that command didn't work for Billy. There it is. Probably by the time I said that in the delay, it already was working. So it's fine. Go find that level 3 light brown. Oh yeah, I could do that. I'm pretty sure it's right over here. 11 heart shots and 12 closes. Oof. How tall is Shadow? 12. 12 tall's tall. I don't know. I never measured how tall she is. What's your dream truck and how would you want to kit it out? I mean, completely honest, I don't really have a dream truck. Like, I want a Ranger because I think that would fit my needs as like a hunter, and you know, the better the truck will be good. Eventually, I'm maybe thinking of making a bit of a... So like the way that our house is, there's a bridge from the garage across the house, which is, I love walking across, the view's great. Until you're carrying groceries or something, then it's a bit of a problem. Now you can drive over to the house on the other side, but there's not really anywhere to park, so I'm thinking about getting shale and like fixing all that, and I just need like, you know, the better the truck and stuff to be able to do stuff like that. So that's mostly why I think I want a truck, but then again, you know, the potential frequency of driving places, like long drives for hunts, that kind of makes it to where a full-size F-150 and the gas mileage doesn't make as much sense. Then again, the room makes a lot of sense. A Ford Ranger. How big did you think your channel would grow when you first started it? So this was something we talked about fairly recently. When I first got started, I was only doing the Hunter Classic. Call of the Wild was not a thing. There were only a couple of channels that did like a lot of classic content. And I kind of got into it thinking like maybe one day I can have the biggest The Hunter channel. And at the time that meant about 8,000 subs. So somewhere in that area is maybe as big as I thought it would get. My dad has the wildest units of measurement. His favorite is Deep Snow, saying it's butthole deep to a 7-foot Indian. My dad, his units of measurement are one specific thing. It'll be like, if he's referring to a deer, like it had tines as big around as your ring finger. Like, what? I mean, I guess I understand that, but everybody has different size ring fingers, I would think. Do you plan on a real life turkey hunt? What the heck? Why did I stand up? I'm hoping to get out a good bit this year for them. Could Kyla please tell me what Red Deer drink time is? Kyla is playing with the puppy right now, so,
Depends on what map.
yeah. Most maps 5 to 9 and 17 to 2100. Tay is completely different. Who's Ringfinger? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, he also... Maybe I'm in the minority here. But while my dad displays how wide a deer is with his hands, like... I think he's putting his hands on the outside of the antlers. For me, if I'm showing you how wide a deer was that I just saw, my hands are the antlers in the way that I'm trying to show it. So his ends up being like a nice 80 scoring 2.5-year-old buck is 20 inches wide the way that he makes it look. That light brown level 3 is supposed to be down here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Andre the Giant's ring finger? Thick. I love arbitrary units of measurement. I weigh about 26 ducks. Is that accurate or did you make that up? The 26 ducks specifically. How did I lose sight of a turkey? There you are. Alright, another good opportunity. Don't get downwind though. I would not appreciate that. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Okay, I'll sit still for just half a second. I don't have a clue. I use my fingers to show if it curves or in or swoops or out. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. His is entirely different. What? Oh, okay. Must find level 3. It's accurate-ish. I'll take it. Why? It's so close. It'll work if I could just get the shot in the exact right spot, but I never can. I'm not gonna be able to heart shot a turkey. I'm gonna have to use the 300, which might be our next choice. So I don't know if that other turkey didn't come in, it may not have spooked. Assuming there's one here. I think that's the one. I think, like, I've been watching the health drop, and it should go down a little faster from a heart shot, and I've not seen that yet. But I've still been hoping for the best. I feel like I've seen you in person in Clearfield, PA. I don't think I've been in Clearfield in years. Like, 15 years. Another turkey. This is it. That's a pretty good quote, Celia. Gonna go duck hunting for the first time on opening day. Nice. Biggest deer you've ever shot in real life? The one that I shot this past year. It's on my Instagram, on the community tab. It's in my Discord. If you want to find pictures of it, they're readily available in a bunch of places. I weigh 1/65th of an elephant. Thick lad, I assume. How thick is the average elephant? Oh, is it stuck? What is it doing? That's not the light brown. It should get unstuck. Turkeys can, like, take a step and fly a little bit to move. How much longer do you stream? In theory, about 5 minutes. We'll see how the whole calling in turkeys thing goes here. Been so close so many times. I just want to do it. How dare you call me fat? I called you thick, sir. That is a compliment that you should take with honor. Do you know what is? Do you mean like an atlatl, or is that something else? Because it looks like the word atlatl, but it's not. I weigh almost exactly 274 Taco Bell Crunch Wraps. This is how all weights should be told from now on. Go to the doctor, and how much do you weigh? Exactly 855 branches. Leafless branches, that is. Axolotl? Axolotl? Is it like an atlatl but an axe? I'm assuming. That would seem to make some sense. Alright, coming straight in. Just keep doing that. And I'll miss your heart. Because that's what I do. Why? Oh, I'm getting 1 meter. I thought that was saying 100 meters this whole time. Who needs a range? You should be so close it won't matter. What, Billy? Is that a thick with 2 C's? Probably like 3 or 4. Oh dear. Okay. Coming in quick. Alright, it's fine. That died quick. Could that have been? We had to. He was gonna run. Dang it! It was the liver in there. I thought that was too far back. The liver in there made him die quicker. We're trying out here. I'll give one more look around in case that light brown is in here. If it's not, and I'm not seeing it, I'm pretty sure we're gonna fast travel and try to kill one with a rifle. Which sucks. I don't know what else to do. I just can't do it. How long do we have? 4 minutes? I guess we could go... What's the wind looking like? It's blowing east. We want to be going that way. Let's go here. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm not going to lie, I've lost kind of the misses. Same. Negative 12% turkey accuracy. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not physically capable of smoking a turkey in the heart. I knew that was going to be the toughest one, but I did not expect... I also wasn't planning on using the crossbow, but I did not expect these drugs. I waste 7,041 pebbles. Excuse you down there. Huh? Had a buck that looked like yours at a farm I hunt in Brookville. Nice to have cell cams. Excuse you? I want to get a cell cam actually down in where I saw him bedded and stuff. In hopes that maybe other bucks will take his place. Come here, dog. Come here. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi to everyone? You gonna chew on my armrest again? Alright, I'm gonna hold your head away from that. Only need to go a couple minutes. I weighed 3 small toddlers. Holy. Do you have a puppy? I do, and she's very energetic right now. Woo! Are you trying to say you were to blame, Caden? Or what? Are you saying I was too late? I'm getting puppy kisses and everything. 69 Xbox controllers. Perfect. I'm gonna dethrone every king buck in the land? I mean, here's the thing. A buck like that, am I ever gonna see one of that quality again on this property? I kinda doubt it. But, like, age was definitely a big part of that. I think he was 7, maybe 8. But the genetics are there to produce something like that. Again, I guess I should say. That's what's so intriguing about, you know, every time we check the trail cameras and stuff. It's super, super interesting. Just like to see what we get. And we haven't had any bucks that are anywhere near that caliber yet. But there's a couple where I look at like the main beams and the frame in general and I go like, yeah, I can see some of that big male in that frame. It might have his genetics. How's a 7 or 8 year old buck taste? I don't know if we've had... I've got some of his back straps. I don't know if we've had any of the burger just yet. I hate to do it, but I'm going to shoot this one with the 300 or the 7 mil. Got my first great one whitetail today. It took 4,587 deer. That's a pretty chunky grind. Is that a respawn? There weren't 2 of them before. Quit chewing on my armrest, you goober. Ew, that bear looks creepy. Its eyes are like glowing yellow. Did they normally do that? Quit that. Bad dog. Alarmed. Alright, don't spook. Let me at least get a shot off here. I'm of the belief that that was it, but I don't know. I've been of the belief that the last 6 were it. Or of the hope, anyway. Return and report when you do take a bite of it. You don't get to taste many of those in a lifetime, that's for sure. Now, the nice thing about it is, it's not like a 7 or 8 year old ruddy buck, because those are known for having like a bit of a... the taste is referred to as ruddy. But, I'm sure it's not going to be, you know, quite the young deer kind of tenderness, but I bet it'll be alright. I think he's lived pretty stress-free, which will be important. Hey! 1 shot with the 7mm. That makes me feel like I do know where the heart was, I just couldn't place the shot with the crossbow. Good timing, right at 5 o'clock. I'll take it. It wasn't with the correct weapon, but we did heart shot 1 of everything on SRP today. Pretty cool. And, yeah. I will say it once again, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, thanks for all the support, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video, which, maybe I'll actually do something talking about the new weapons, we'll see. There should be a reveal, I think, during their stream, right? Who knows? Anyway, bye!